We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. We are here with the NOMA Super Speedway Series, and it is the Sunshine 193 here at Talladega Super Speedway. A lot of Super Speedway action coming right at you tonight, and we are just now getting into qualifying, so we will be able to get you that qualifying order in just a few moments. But joining me tonight in the booth is going to be one of my good friends, and that is going to be Curtis Acker. Curtis, how are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing great. Glad to be here. Watch some good super speedway racing.
Absolutely, and we are in the first round of the round of eights in the playoffs. So if you see a P next to their name, Curtis, that is going to mean they are in the playoffs. But while we are waiting, let's go ahead and meet some of those playoff drivers. Stand by and all right, Austin Green out there saying, how's it going, Austin? We are doing really good up here in the booth, and that is going to be our good friend that broadcasts the NOMA Truck Series, and definitely that is the Ghost Racing Network, so definitely go check him out on Saturday nights. He puts on a really good show. I've been up in the booth with him, so, he is a really good broadcaster. A lot of good things about I can say about him, but we are getting ready to go green here in just a few moments. Right now, we're watching Chris Ackers on the track in number 4 Reese's Cup. Now, Curtis, you know we will probably see a lot of green flag racing here tonight. These guys put on a tremendous show each and every week. They do in the Truck Series. I've raced with them in the Truck Series, and they put on a tremendous show over there. So it's Talladega. Anything's going to happen, but I look for them to take it green a lot of the way.
Well, that makes it exciting with the green flag pit stops and seeing how well they can accomplish them and stay as a pack.
Yes, it does, and I think my tower just decided it wanted to quit working. Oh, come on, really?
I believe mine did as well.
Oh, well, glad it happened now and not later. So we're going to kill the SDK real quick and reload it. Guess it decided it wanted to get overloaded with information, and this is why we go live early, you know, so we can get these little bugs worked out, you know, just in case we do have any. All right, let's go back and reload it. 5 viewers out there on the chat, appreciate y'all stopping by. Well, while we get this figured out, let's go ahead and step aside and take a listen to our national anthem. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, and we are back live, and it looks like they are all done qualifying, and they are loaded up onto the track. And let's see, let's take a look at our qualifying order. We got Randy Bonomi. He is going to be in the first spot. Will Weber, he is going to bring in second place. You got Parham, playoff driver. He is going to be in third. Robert E. Morrison is going to be in fourth. Kenneth Redinger is going to be fifth. Jay Stenson, he is going to be sixth. Sean Wilder, he's going to be seventh. Junior Johnson, he's going to be eighth. Joey Hickok's ninth. Chris Akers, he's going to be in 10th. Ronnie Morrison in 11th. 12th is going to be Alex Giffen. And 13th is going to be Matthew Fritz. You want to take the rest there, Curtis? All right, Todd Poston is going to be in 14th. John Bell is going to be in 15th. 16th is going to be Russ Hancock. Mark Vega is going to be another playoff driver. Is going to be 17th. Frank Ranger Jr. He's going to be 18th. 19th is going to be DJ Manish, and Robert Duvendeck going to be bringing in 20th. All right, looks like we are getting ready to go green. We'll get rid of that qualifying order, and let's get ready. All right, tonight's race is going to be 77 laps, so they're going to have one fast repair, unlimited tires, 3 green and white checkered attempts, and there are no stages. So let's see how many green flag laps that they will run. Let's see if the team strategy will work here tonight, and let's see how long it takes them to go 3-wide racing. But green flag is about to fly right here at Talladega for the Sunshine 193. Curtis, did I lose you?
No, I had myself muted there.
All right, well, green flag is about to wave, and Randy Bonomi, he is going to bring him to the green flag. And there is the official with the green flag in hand, waiting to hit that Geico restart zone. And green flag is out, and green flag is presented by Manny Reyes, proud sponsor of NOMA, National Online Motorsports Association. And Randy Bonomi really got a really good restart on that bottom lane, and that bottom lane is already formed up with a 19. That is going to be Parham. He is going to be all over the back bumper of that number 66 with the 24 of Redinger. He is going to be right there in line also. Then you got the 91 of Sean Wilder. He is going to be moving up to that top side, and he is going to be helping that number 9 try to get that top line moving. Looks like they're a little bit 3 wide already, and we will go, no, not quite 3 wide. Looks like they're going to take it back 2 wide before they get to turn number 3. So the high line is forming, and here comes Joey Hickox. He is second in line on that top side, giving Sean Wilder a push, trying to get his car up front. And right now he is in the 3rd position on that top side. Looks like it fell off to about single file all the way back, back here with the 99. So the 99 on back, and that's going to be a single file racing. It looks like the 25, DJ Madish, he is going to be working on that top side. We'll get a little bit better camera angle view. So you can see, he's trying to pull the draft off of that top side and catch up to that 32, and that is going to be Todd Poston. Now, there's only about 6 cars on that top side there, Curtis, and a whole line of cars on that bottom. Do you think those 6 cars can make any moves? Oh, we got one in the wall. 43 is in the wall, and that is going to be Robert E. Morrison. Oh, and the 343, he is going to be around. So we're going to have to go back and take a look at that, see what happened to him, and let's go ahead and replay that. Oh, and I forgot I had... So I'm gonna have to stop it right there. We're gonna go with the 343 and back it up just a little bit and see exactly what happened. And let's see if we can find a little bit better camera angle. There we go. And it started up towards the front. There you see the 43, he just got a little out of shape, and he made contact with the 9 and the 24, and they are going to go up towards the wall. That's going to be Robert E. Morrison. 9 is going to be on the apron, and look at the 343. He gave the 48 a big bump, along with the 5 getting a little piece of the action. So we're going to go back here to the 343, and yes, he gets more contact with the 5, and he's just going to take that thing on around. So fast repairs are going to have to be used here early on in this race. We'll go back live, and we are under caution, and our caution flag is presented by the Pit Stall, proud sponsor of the National Online Motorsports Association. So, first caution of the night here on lap number 3, and a lot of damage on some of these race cars. What do you think, Curtis? Do you think they're going to use a fast repair? What would your strategy be? I know you drove these cars. What would your strategy be with pretty much 73 laps left to go?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely early, but last thing you want to be is hung out to dry at one of these super speedways, and they're so draft dependent. I think I would definitely take the chance and probably use mine at this point.
I agree.
Especially since, usually they have long green flag runs. You don't know when the next caution could be. If you get hung out to dry, that could make for a long rest of your race.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to go laps down. And you see that 343, that's going to be Russ Hancock. He has a lot of damage. He has no front bumper, so we're definitely going to see him take that fast repair. That is unfortunate, considering you only have one. Wish it was like tires. You have unlimited tires, but one fast repair, that is brutal. But we had a few stay out, and that is going to be Randy Bonomi and Joey Hickox, Jay Stenson, Frank Ranger Jr., and I believe Junior Johnson. He stayed out along with Chris Akers. Nope, Chris Akers did not stay out. Sorry. Just Junior. So your top 5 stayed out. Looks like Frank Ranger Jr., he is going to be the biggest mover as of right now due to pit stops, and he is going to be up 14 positions. Why is that? That might be a problem. There we go. But yeah, sorry about the sound. For whatever reason, didn't have it, but I did fix it. So hopefully. Well, it looks like Robert Morrison. He is gonna elect to just go ahead and fix the damage. He's not gonna use that fast repair. Looks like Russ Hancock. He is gonna elect to fix his damage too. So no fast repairs for those two. It looks like Chris Akers, he's going to bring his car down. Looks like Todd Poston, he's going to bring his car down. Will Weber and Duvadek, they are all going to bring their cars down and top it off with some go-go juice. Might be a smart strategy. Go ahead and top off while you still can. I'm pretty sure some of these cars are going to be clutching, shutting them off, while they're making that 2.66 miles around this track. If they are capable of doing it.
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely don't think they can make it from here on fuel. That'd be a long run for sure, but I definitely like the strategy to stay out this early on, and track position's always such a key at these type of tracks.
And right now we are riding along with the leader. Randy Bonomi. His sponsor is H&H Tractor Work. I actually like that color. That purple on the car, it really pops. You can see him coming from a mile away.
Yeah, it's almost like a neon.
Yeah. All right, well, green flag is about to fly another time, and they are going to wait till they get to the Geico restart zone. The pace car will dive off at this time. Official has the green flag in hand. And once again, green flag is out, and our green flag is presented by Manny Reyes, proud sponsor of the National Online Motorsports Association. This time I won't leave the green flag up for very long. We'll go ahead and take it down so I don't forget it. And look at Joey Hickox. He went down to that home line immediately, and that is going to be one of his teammates. So the result looks like the 66 and the 31, and it looks like the 13 is going to join this little teammate train. And they are going to make that bottom line work. It looks like Frank Rager Jr., he has something to say about it with Sean Wilder. He is going to be right there behind him, giving him all he's got, giving that Toyota a little bit of push from a Ford. That's we got every manufacturer up in the top five. So we got Ford, Chevrolets, and one Toyota up there in the top five. We'll go ahead and take that off. Yeah. Glad I caught that. So a lot of side-by-side racing up here towards the front, and we got a couple cars. That is going to be Hancock. He is going to be back there still with a front bumper missing, and he did not take his fast repair, so he's going to be waiting for another caution. And we got the 43. He looks like he's down on power. He's trying to wrap up the 343, and he is going to make it up to him, but will he pass him? So these cars definitely want to get their fast repairs done as soon as possible, because if this thing stays green, they could be in trouble of going multiple laps down. What you seeing there, Curtis?
Just watching some of the good racing right now. Everybody's definitely giving everybody room at this point.
Now, with my experience here at Talladega, it's been, the high line is a really fast line, but it doesn't look like it's fast enough for right now. Now that could change as as we get later on in the race. But it looks like that high line is pretty much stalled out. They can't get past, the 13 right there on the bottom side. Frank Ranger is giving all he has there. You see a bump from the 91, but that 5-car train just not going to be able to do it to get to the front. What do you think?
Yeah, I love running the top lane at these, but you really have to have a good formed lane with a lot of good pushers. But you have that, you are set for sure.
And the last one on the bottom side is going to be DJ Madish. He is up 9 positions from where he started. You got the 32 of Todd Poston. He is going to be drafting up to the back of that number 25. And look at the run that the 4 has. Chris Akers, he has got a heck of a run on that outside. Is he going to take it 3 wide? Yes, he's going to take it 3 wide. It's going to be the 5, the 09, and the 4. And is the 4 going to stall out? The 1's a little bit wiggly right there in front of him, but he's going to go ahead and take that position. Now, can he get there with only being a single car? He's got a lot of side draft going on, but he's made it all the way up to the 48, and he has no help. That's 09 is going to look up towards the high line. He may have a little bit of help if Sean Wilder puts his nose up there. Yes, look at him fly by the 17, and that high line is moving. 3 wide, you got a 17 and 48 in the middle line, and you got the 48 makes an evasive maneuver in between the 13 and the 73, and they just pour Frank Jr., he is going to be pretty much left in the dust, almost a little bit of contact between the 17 and the 1. He does keep it off the 1, but that was very close as Ranger Jr., he almost made contact. Oh, contact with the 1. He's going to be the wall. 17's got to check up. Oh, the 09 is involved.
Caution.
Caution is going to be out once again, and Frank Ranger Jr. going to be involved in that, and so is the 1 of Ronnie Morrison. We're going to go back and take a look at that. And we're going to have to stop it right there. We're going to rewind it just a little bit. So the 91, they may have made contact together. One doing a good job. It looks like the 4 kind of drifted down. It looks like maybe the 91 drifted up just a little bit. It could have been a little bit of net code right there, but that gets the 1 out of shape, and he is going to take a trip up to the wall. And Frank Ranger, I guess he didn't really see that coming. He had nowhere to go, and the 09 just tried to get that car slowed down, and he is going to be missing a front bumper too. But that's what the 343 was looking for, a caution to get caught up to the field, get some more damage repaired, and also the 43. All right, let's go back live. And once again, our caution flag is presented by the Pit Stall, proud sponsor of the National Online Motorsports Association. All right, pit road is definitely going to be busy once again. Some of these guys are going to go get those repairs done. Some are going to get repairs from the previous crash done. But we are on caution number 2, and we are going to go ahead and step side by side and take a look at a word from our sponsors.
We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series. We are the place.
All right, and we are back. It looks like I may have had a little bit of audio from the Blue Ridge Auto Group ad. If I did, I am very sorry about that. I don't exactly know why. Sometimes I do have to pull those videos off of YouTube, and sometimes they will give me a little bit of problems. And tonight may have been one of those. I haven't had a problem with that before, but it could be adjustments through audio settings and stuff like that. So very sorry if it did not play through. I will definitely get that checked out. Well, it looks like pit road was definitely busy as almost everybody came down, but a few that pitted last time did not come down pit road, and it looks like Robert Duvendak, he is going to be the leader. He is going to be up 19 positions. He's got Todd Poston up 11 positions. So a few big movers. You also got DJ Mattis. He is going to be up 11 positions. Frank Ranger, he went down to get his car repaired. You got Morrison, he looks like he has got his car repaired just a little bit. He might be able to stay in the draft. And Russ Hancock, he is also going to be all repaired. So, getting ready to go back green flag racing. Let's go ahead and put our tower up so you can see everybody is still on the lead lap. And here at lap 15, good to see everybody on the lead lap. Looks like we got a little bit of shuffling going back and forth towards the back there.
Green
and
flag.
the green flag is out. Robert Duvendak definitely got a pretty good restart, and so did Sean Wilder on that outside. So the outside might be happening here later on in the race, and he is going to go ahead and take the lead over from Robert Duvendak. But Robert Duvendak has got a good pusher right there behind him, and that's going to be Todd Poston. You got Randy Bonomi. He's going to be on that top side trying to help that 91 as they're coming out of turn number 2. And it's going to be pretty much 2x2 all the way back. And let's see, pretty much all the way back to the 1, and that's going to be Ronnie Morrison. And then you got a small pack that's starting to form, and that's going to be Russ Hancock, Ranger Jr., and Mark Vega and Will Weber all the way back here in the back with a little 4-car pack. But they still look like they do have the draft from the top pack or from the front pack. And so, I lost my track map there. All right, we'll go back up towards the front. Hopefully the track map will come back eventually. 184 miles an hour coming down the backstretch, and that is climbing now 188. They might reach 192 coming into turn number 3, and there it is, 192. And Robert Duvendak and Sean Wilder are going to be side by side battling for this lead like it's the last lap. And you got Todd Poston right there. He is going to give that 99 a shove coming out of turn number 4. And it looks like Duvendak is going to be a clear of Wilder on that outside. Some very tight pack racing up here in the top 10. They have all the way back here, all the way back to 12th. Chris Akers, he is up in that group. He's also taking 3 wide, and he made it all the way up to the front, running 3 wide, and it looks like they are going to do it again, and it looks like that's going to be the 09 of Alex Giffen. Alex Giffen is going to have that 4 car right behind him, and it looks like the 13 was going to try to get up there, but he could not quite get up there right off the bat, and he is going to leave it too wide where he's at. But that 09 is losing a little bit of ground. He's got the 25 on the inside. He's going to try to pull a little bit of side draft. Here he goes. He's going to be, we got a little bit of contact with the 1 once again, but he's going to bring it back on the track, and he is not going to lose very much ground with that. That was a very scary situation as he had to make a left. I don't know if his car got loose coming out of turn number 4 or he was in jeopardy of somebody hitting him, but he did pull it together, and he is right there behind the 25 of DJ Madish. DJ Madish ran really good last week, and it looks like Robert Duvendak, he is going to dive it down to the apron and go towards the back. And I wonder if this is going to be a strategy or a going back to help some teammates. So we'll have to keep an eye on his positioning later on, but we do have a new leader, and that is going to be Poston. But Sean Wilder has something to say about that as he takes the lead out of turn number 4. Curtis, what are you watching?
I'm just watching this 4 maneuver traffic back here. Made that very top third lane work really well, and then got up to about where he was happy and ditched it for the second lane. And he's definitely been able to move where he's wanted to and been really quick at it.
Yep, that 4 is a part of the I believe he's Shooter McGavin, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Candy Shack Motorsports, and you know he does very well each and every week. You know, it's amazing what he can do with these ARCA cars. These ARCA cars are naturally loose, and the 66 is going to be loose. He's going to be on the apron. He gives the 73 a little bit of damage because the 73 got in the back bumper of him, and he is going towards. And it looks like the 66 is going to drop towards the back quite a bit. And he's got a lot of rear damage on that race car, and it looks like the 73 is going to have a lot of front end damage on his race car. Let's see if we can get a zoom in of it. Yeah, that hood is crumpled. That's going to kill his aerodynamics just a little bit, but he does have a little bit of drafting help. But up here at the front, it looks like that 4 is going to be able to make it out in front of Todd Poston. He has Jay Stenson right there behind him. He's going to dive it down to the bottom side, and he's going to leave Jay Stenson to fend for himself on the top. And it looks like we have the 09, or is that the 91? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the 09 of Alex Giffen. He is in that third lane trying to make it around. Not enough room to get there. And let's go to a different camera angle. There we go. He was trying to make it 3 wide at one point and get around the 13, but he wasn't able to get there as the 13 went up into that third lane and kept Alex Giffen from advancing. Curtis, if you see it, call it, man. If you see something that we need to go to, let's go take a look. Don't be shy.
All right.
Well,
kind of just following along right now.
You know, it's very interesting. This is the first round of the round of 8, and you know, a lot of our playoff drivers are towards the back. You know, we have Matthew Fritz. He is right there in that 48 car. We saw him get a little bit of damage early on, but he is going to be the first playoff driver in the top 10. You got Redinger, he is going to be back here in 15th. You got Parham, he is going to be back here in 16th. You got Vega back here in 18th.
Yeah, if I were them at this point, I'd just be riding it out closer to the end. All these people up front, they're just... I can tell you, I enjoy 3-wide racing, but they're definitely giving us a show for only being at lap 23 in the race.
I've seen these guys do some things that I would not try. And even in their truck series, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, race over there in the truck series, and they are fast. I mean, I feel like I have no talent when it comes to them. I think I made it up to eighth place at Auto Club last week, and you know, they were standing still. I was like, oh my God, did I load the wrong setup or something? Why am I slow? But they definitely did put it on a show, and once again, that is broadcasted by Ghost Racing Network on Saturday night. So definitely go make sure you go give him a like and a follow, and make sure you know when he goes live, because he puts on a really good show on Saturday night on the Truck Series. Well, out front, Chris Akers and Todd Poston are going to be nose to tail with the 25. With the 25 going to be right there behind that 32 on the bottom line. You got Alex Giffen. He gave up the high line and dipped it down to the low line. So he is going to be the fourth car on the bottom. You got Sean Wilder. He is going to be the first car on the top line, and he is not really going anywhere. That 31 is tucked up underneath his back bumper. That's going to be Joey Hickox, and it looks like Joey is going to tuck it in some more, and here they go into turn number 3, and it looks like he has pushed the 91 all the way up to the fourth position. Hasn't quite getting up there to the third position yet, but they only have about 4 cars with about 6 on the bottom. And here comes Duvendak. We saw him. We saw him go to the back, and now he's working his way back up to the front. I wonder if he's toying with people. Like, I'm going to go all the way to the back and work myself all the way to the front. Just show him it can be done. I don't know. Maybe.
Could just be seeing how well he can maneuver, so he knows later on in the race when it really matters.
Yeah, there he was again, down below that yellow line, and he is not exactly sure what he's doing. We'll have to figure that out later. Well, Matthew Fritz in the first playoff driver in the top 10. He is up to 9th, and that is his sponsor is going to be Manny Ray's. That is another proud sponsor of the Noma Series. And I believe Manny Ray Mafia is watching tonight. Hopefully they are. They are. Hopefully they are doing well here on a Monday. I know the work week just started, so hopefully it is going good. I hate Mondays. I hate every other Monday. Let me put it to you that way. I'm off every other Monday. Well, the one, and it looks like the 09 are pretty much the only ones that are going to be on that top lane, and they're doing a pretty good job of hanging out right there, battling for the 3rd position with DJ Madish. But while we have some good green flag laps in, let's go ahead and crank it up for our first time tonight. All right, and we are back, and it looks like a lot of moves were being made on the racetrack, and it looks like Morrison on that outside is still trying to make it work. He has the that 5 of John Bell. He is going to be up there on that top side, and it looks like one big pack all the way back to it looks like the 19, and that is going to be Justin Parham. He is going to be one of the playoff drivers. So a couple of your playoff drivers are not ready to make those moves yet. And that 73, glad to see that he can keep in that draft. He may be back there towards the back. He's right there behind Sean Wilder on that top side. But good to see that car can still keep up in the draft. I believe if we do see pit stops, he may just try to fix a little bit, or he may go ahead and take that fast repair, but I think he's looking for that caution so he can really get that car in there to put some repairs on it and probably work his way back up to the front. Ooh, that was weird. Well, four cars are on the top side, and now everybody else has drifted down to the bottom, and still the top four are fighting side by side with barely any cars up on the top line. You know, everybody's migrated to the bottom. Is this for maybe green flag pit stops, or what do you think there, Curtis?
I mean, they just pit on like lap what, 20? I can't believe it'd be green flag pit stops already, but
Well, some in the top about top 10, and it looks like the 43 is going to be down below. Pitted at lap 13. So you have pretty much everybody in the top nine pitted on lap 13. Let's go back a little bit further. Hancock pitted at lap 14. So depending on how far they can go on green flag, going green.
yeah, I'd assume they could go somewhere 25, 30 laps. Not quite sure on this car in particular, but would definitely be getting close for those ones that pitted last in lap 13. And you definitely don't want to make a green flag pit stop on your own, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. Yeah, track man decided he wanted to stop working, so. Yeah, Randy Bonomi, he has got some rear damage. We saw him get really loose, and it looks like he is about to go a lap down. He's going to be the first car one lap down. Morrison is going to be a lap down, and Ranger's going to be a lap down. So he is going to go to the very top line. He's going to let everybody go through. He might be able to catch the tail end of the draft on that high line and maybe stay up there and not have to really battle anybody. Or maybe he can work his way up and get his lap back the hard way. We'll have to see how he works this, as he is pretty much all the way in the back of this big pack. 73, he's got to work his way around. He's got a lot of rear end damage, so he is definitely going to have to use that fast repair if he wants to have any speed in that car. But he's waiting on a caution to come out so he can get his lucky dog lap back. And Manny Ray's Raymond Daniels says Manny Ray's Mafia is watching here tonight. So appreciate y'all stopping by. Glad to see y'all here. It's been great racing so far. We've had, 2 cautions? And all the rest are green flag racing. Well, Chris Akers is going to be your leader with Todd Poston. He is going to be sitting in second. He's going to be up at 12 positions. You got Joey Hickox. He's going to be right there in third on that outside. You've got Jay Stinson. He's going to be running in fourth. Well, now fifth, because Robert Duvidak is working his way on that inside, but these guys are battling out. Robert Duvidak, he is going to be up 17 positions, now up to the third position. We're going to try to keep it go through the field. Looks like Russ Hancock got his car all repaired, and now he is back up in the top 6. He is up 10 positions from where he started. Ronnie Morrison going to be running in 7th. Now 6th. He's going to be up 5 positions from where he started. First playoff driver, Matthew Fritz. And speaking of Manny Reyes, that number 48 has worked his way up to the 8th position, and he's going back and forth between 8th and 9th. But that Manny Reyes, number 48, he is trying to make some moves, make his way up to the front, help his teammates out a little bit, and now running in 7th. You got Will Weber. He is going to be right there in the 9th place position. He is going to be down 7 positions from where he started. So this is Talladega. You can go back and forth in a single lap. You can go from the back to the front in a lap. You can go from the front to the back in less than a lap. DJ Mattis is going to be running in the 11th spot. He is going to be up 8 positions from where he started. The next playoff driver in the top 15, that's going to be Mark Vega. He is going to be running in 12th. He's going to be up 5 positions from where he started this race. Trying to keep that number 8 out of trouble, and so far he has been successful. Sean Wilder, we've seen him up at the front battling for the lead, and now he has fallen back to the 13th position. We got Kenneth Redinger. He is going to be He is going to be another playoff driver in the top 15. He is going to be all the way back here to 14th, and he is pretty much. I think he's just hanging out. He's going to be down 9 positions, running in 14th. The car is nice and clean. Yes, Raymond, he does have a little bit of rear end damage. He got into a little bit of incident for that 48. You got J.R. Johnson. He was involved in a little bit of incident. He's got a little bit of front end damage, but he is still in the top 15. He is the second Toyota in the top 15. And down 7 positions from where he started. He's waiting on that caution to come out so he can get a little bit of that damage fixed up or use that fast repair on his green flag pit stop. Alex Giffen running in that 09. He is going to be running in 16th. He is down. I'm sorry, not 4 positions. Justin Parham, he is running in that 19. He is down 14 positions from where he started this race, so he is pretty much back here saving fuel, saving tires, and gonna probably make a move before it's all said and done. Randy Bonomi, he is going to be the first car. I see a little bit of smoke. Oh, and it looks like the 32 is going to be out of shape. He is going to be down on the apron, and wow, did you see what happened there, Curtis?
I did not. I was actually looking. I think we were starting some green flag pit stops, so I don't know if maybe that's what caused all that, but it is still going on. At 66 has his hands full, I can tell you that.
Yeah, so I just stopped it for just 1 second. Yeah, that 66 definitely had his hands full. I want to stop it and go back and replay it, but Frank Ranger Jr., he just brought his car out of pit, so that might be the green flag pit stops that we've seen here at lap 41. So it looks like they're getting about, they pitted at lap 13. Looks like they're going to be getting about 30 laps. And it looks like we got the 13, we got the 13, the 31, the 1, and the 4, and the 48. With that a little bit of rear damage, not slowing that car down very much. And then you got a small little pack back here, and that is going to be DJ Mattish. He is going to be leading that 3-car pack, and he has got the draft with that top 5 right there. And Robert Tuvadak going to be right there along with him, and John Bell. So that move right there, that the 66 hitting the apron, that definitely slowed down the whole field, and that spread them out. And you got John Bell, he is down the last car, and you got J.R. Johnson. He is going to be pretty much all by himself until Will Weber in that number 9, and Sean Wilder. Until they all catch up, he is going to be all by himself, and that's going to be what this lead pack needed. So it's about 1.9 seconds and almost 2 seconds back about a second back to John Bell, but about 2 seconds off the leader. And they are slowing, and here comes a lot of cars down pit road, and it looks like Akers, Duvendak, Weber, Bell, they are going to be all coming down with Mark Vega. They are all going to be coming down for your green flag pit stop, so they have to use their Curtis. Good eye on that. Well,
now we can see if they can regroup coming out pits. Otherwise, you'll lose a lot of time if you don't get grouped back up in time.
Well, speaking of that 48, with a little bit of rear end damage, he has got a battle from Morrison on the outside, and that's going to be Ronnie Morrison in that number 1. But Ronnie Morrison cannot keep up with him being all by himself, and it looks like everybody is going to come down the pits. Oh, he's going to have to lock up the tires, and hopefully he got that car slowed down. And Hopefully that is not correct because it looks like he was doing about 70 miles an hour. Oh, the 25 is in trouble coming down pit road. He has missed his pit stall. He was sideways. So how's it looking for the ones that pitted there?
You got the what appears to be the 9 and 99 that's hooked up, but then you have that 4 of Chris Akers way out ahead of them. So they definitely didn't get grouped up here. It'll probably be about another half lap to get to the 4's bumper.
Well, the person that's going to be the biggest loser of this race is going to be that one car. I mean, he does have the Giffen right there behind him, and Giffen is trying to get that car slowed up. He's probably going to have to get on the brakes pretty hard, and he does. He gets it slowed down. But Ronnie Morrison, he was all by himself for just about a lap there. So he does have somebody coming out with him. 25 is going to be stopped in his pit stall. But Jay Stinson still leading this thing with the 48 of Jay Stinson will be leading this thing if they can make it around. They are all hooked up. You got the 13, the 48, the 31, and the 24 right there in the mix. And now we talked about him just a little while ago. He was hanging out in the back, and now look where he's going to be coming out. He's going to be sitting in 4th if it plays out his way. Ronnie Morrison is going to be out of the pits. Looks like Alex Giffen is going to be out of the pits, but there is a lot of air in between those race cars. So Jay Stinson, here they come. Here comes that big pack. 13 going to be leading this. What is that? A 7-car pack there? No, a 6-car pack. And there is Chris Akers. He's going to be right there behind. So they had the right pit strategy to go in and come out all together. And now it is about, I'd say about 9 cars right there. 91 is Sean Wilder. He is gonna battle the 48 for the lead, and that 32 is given all that TRD power he can on that high side without really bump drafting in the corners. He was tucked up as close as he could without spinning that 91. Looks like the 91 is clear of the 48, and it looks like 32 did clear and left the 4 on the high side. And we are here on lap 46. So if they went, what did I say they went? They went about 30 laps or so.
Yeah, they pushed 30 laps. They'll be borderline making it the rest of the way.
I was just about to ask you that. So if I'm not leading, I think they kind of pretty much let the 91 run on by due to the fact that they probably see how short they're going to be. So they pitted at lap 44. So they're going to have to save a little bit if they are short. Ooh, 32 almost got into 31. There may have been a little bit of contact, but not enough to upset those cars. So they pitted at lap 44, so yeah, it's going to be close.
Yeah, I know right now I definitely wouldn't want to be the lead car in one of these rows. I think I just want to tuck up behind another car and be able to save some fuel as you're not usually full throttle back in the pack.
Absolutely. Well, the 19 is riding in this pack. He is going to be the first car. He's got to pass the 43. Where's the 43 of Robert E. Morrison? Is going to be right there in front of him on that top side behind the number 4. They are all waiting on a caution to come out so they can try to get their laps back. Alex Giffen is going to have to bring his 09 down pit road. So that he is going to go. He is going to go down in positions. Right now, he is down 5 positions. He can go as low as probably 19th. And it looks like Frank Rayner Jr., he is already down 2 laps, and it looks like he is going to go another lap down. He got caught up in a little bit of mess and had to stay in the pits. Well, coming through the tri-oval, it's going to be 3 cars up top. It's going to be the 13, the 4, and the 43. The 13, 4, and 43 are going to be locked up. The 43 is not racing for a position, so that's just some extra help, trying to help him get his lap back, and he is trying to help them get out to the front. Maybe if he helps them get out to the front, they'll be courteous and give him his lap back. And yeah, I think that would be my strategy there. Use the 43 to help me get up to the front. If he can get around me without slowing me down, let me push him, save a little bit of fuel, and help him get his lap back. What do you think?
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, you still got time. A lot can happen between now and then, so you can't be too aggressive yet.
Well, we have 27 laps to go, and that 13, that Blue Ridge Auto Group, number 13 of Jay Stinson, he is going to be trying to lead some more laps as he gets a little bit of push coming down the backstretch, and it looks like Sean Wilder nosed himself out just a little bit. He is getting pushed by the 48. Matthew Fritz, that is going to be the first playoff driver in the top 5. You got Redinger, he is going to be right there in 7th. That's going to be the second playoff driver in the top 10. And you got Mark Vega, he is way back here, so he is behind the 66 of Brandy Bonomi. But he is going to be back out of the top 10 and running in 11th. Chris Agers is going to be on that top side. It looks like Jay Stinson decided he wanted to go to the bottom and help the bottom line, because that's where most of his teammates are. But you got the 91 right there in the mix, so he is going to be in between him and his teammates. 48 going to be third in line on the bottom side, but 91 going to go get up to the top line, and he is going to be the first car on that top side, and now right there in front of the 4. And look at the run that they got on that top side. So Jay Stinson is going to fall back to third. 43 has the 32 right of Todd Poston right there behind him. There's going to be a two cars on the top, not enough to really get those two out front. But it looks like the 32 has kind of the idea that we were just talking about. Hey, push the 43, use him. He's not a position, so you have nothing to lose. Give him his lap back, and you might be able to, he might be courteous enough not to leave you out to dry.
Yeah, it's about all you could hope for at this point. I mean, they're far enough back there. They need to try anything they can.
And he got, let's see, what is that? 9 cars up here in this top pack. Ronnie Morrison way back here. He's got the 25. The 25 of DJ Madish. He is going to be a lap down. So he has got Parham to pass. If he wants the lucky dog spot, he's got a lot of work to do. Or if the caution does come out, if Robert Morrison gets his lap back the hard way. So everybody spread out on the track. Sorry, I don't have the track map. It's not working for me for whatever reason. But they got another lap down car. That's going to be the 343. They are going to pass him. He went up high. Let them go right on by. He might catch the tail end of the draft. And this, on that top side, this might be what that 32 and that 43 need if he does not have a lot of extensive damage on that 343. 25 laps here to go, and as we cross over the line, it's going to be 24, and it's been a lot of green flag racing. We're still concerned about how much fuel they will have. Will they be able to make it? Now, usually, let's see here. Usually we have a spotter, and I don't think he made it tonight. Usually there's a spotter in one of the chats, so I was going to pull him up and see if maybe we can get an idea of fuel mileage here. And look at that 43. He's out there on the outside, and 32 is doing whatever he can to let him get the lap back and pull that 32 up to second place, which it is definitely working because he's got Sean Wilder on the bottom, and got the 4 pushing Sean Wilder. But the 43, where did he go?
Oh, he dropped down in front of the 91.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, man, if I was at 32, I would be mad. I would be so mad. Be like, I pushed you all the way up there, and you just bailed on me.
Left him out to dry. Yeah, that's rough.
But the good thing is, you got the 91, the 4, and the 32. They are all teammates. You got the 43. He's not one of their teammates. He's actually LDR's teammate. So they are all drafting him, but you got 3 teammates right there on the bottom. So I'm pretty sure he's not very mad. The 32 got a little bit of help from the 43. They gave him his lap back just to get them all lined up. So not a bad strategy.
No, and I mean, if fuel mileage is close, that's probably what the 91 almost wanted to see. Let someone else lead the pack and be able to run like half, 3/4 throttle, save some fuel, and still be in the lead.
Raymond out there says number 4 most of the time has a spotter. Yeah, his spotter's not. I think that's his dad. He's not in there tonight. I don't know who James is in Shooting McGavin, so I'm not going to bother him. Well, 22 laps to go, and we are still under green flag racing. We're kind of worried about the fuel mileage. Will they have enough fuel? If I was one of the drivers on Saturday, so I could kind of tell if they had enough fuel. I was wrecked out. Unfortunate for the 76 Southern Broadcast Gaming Network truck, but it was a dang good race, so I have no complaints about it. I'm not a playoff driver anyway. I'm not racing for points. It's just mainly for fun. So we're kind of worried about fuel mileage, and it looks like, I think they're listening to the broadcast because they got that 43 out there, out front. Everybody's drafting this 43. They are all in a single file line. But the question is, did they race too much? Did they race too much that they have to now save too much? What do you think?
Yeah, that's definitely a chance. I mean, they all got single file in a hurry, unless they're trying to wait this out till 5-10 laps to go and hopefully see some more racing out of them.
Well, either way, we got 20 laps to go, and we are under green flag racing. So I am going to step aside and take a look at our race sponsors, Pit Stall and Blue Ridge Automotive Group.
We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
When I was a little boy, every summer we'd put up hay, throw hay on my family farm. And my job was to drag the bales into piles of 10 or 12 so the high school boys that helped us didn't have to chase them down one by one just to get them on the wagon. Made it a little more efficient. And it was a really small part of the operation, but they appreciated it. And it made me feel like part of their team. And I'll never forget how that felt. By the time I was about 10 or so, I became the driver. And my daddy's message was real clear. Throw it in four-wheel drive and keep it between the fences, boy. And I fell in love with the freedom. There's a unique feeling that comes with a job well done, a sweetness born from the sweat and the dirt that only comes from the sweat and the dirt. But the sweetest feeling was the ride home. Dusk, windows down, radio up, smell of fresh cut hay in the air, and a smile on my daddy's face. In this life, we all want belonging, authenticity.
With this amazing racing league, they put on really good shows here on Monday nights and Saturday nights. So if you don't have a place to call home and you're watching this channel, you definitely need to come and find out how you can be involved in these two great series. You got the Super Speedway series, and you have the Truck series on a Saturday night. So definitely go check them out. Find them on Facebook. Find them on whatever platform that they do have. I'll get that information for you. and see how you can be a part of racing with them, as this season is definitely coming to an end here very shortly. So they might be opening up those recruiting doors to recruit some new drivers. But it looks like that 24 has made its way up. You got two playoff drivers right there in 1 and 2. You got Kenneth Redinger. He is going to be right there in first in that number 24. And you got the 19 of Matthew Fritz. He is going to be the second playoff driver. And I'm sorry, not the 19, but the 48 of Matthew Fritz. I saw the 19 there, right there in the mix. Now that is not a that is a playoff driver, but that is not for a position. He is pretty much riding out. He is in the 14th position, and he is trying to get his lap back the hard way. And he is hoping for caution right now, so he can battle for some positions, because he will be the lucky dog. But Matthew Fritz, he is going to be right there, the third car right there in line. You got Joey Hickox. He's going to be right there riding in the third, up 6 positions. Right now, the biggest mover of the race is going to be the number 48. And 99 of Robert Duvendak. He is going to be all the way at the tail end of this line. Now, I believe that 99, courtesy, he is going to be saving the most fuel, being all the way back here with 14 laps to go. It's going to be very close because they pitted on lap. Duvendak pitted on lap 42, and the rest of them pitted at lap 43.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that 24 and 48 and 19, they rode around at the back of that pack for quite a while, and they actually used the lap down cart, the 343, and pushed him up front and then went around him. It was a really thought out plan almost, but they rode around, so I'm thinking they might have enough fuel to potentially make it.
Absolutely, that 31, the 13, and I believe that 31 is going to be all right. The 48 might be all right. He hasn't been really challenging for the lead. He's been pretty much, drafting somebody. You got the 91 back there. You can tell he's off the throttle. Let's go to his cockpit cam and kind of ride and see what he is doing in that 91. That's going to be Sean Wilder. So let's go to his cockpit cam and see if he's letting off. He's leaving a lot of space between him and the 13, so I believe he's half throttle.
Well, he led the vast majority of this run so far, so being wide open while everybody else is 3/4 throttle, that use a lot more fuel leading.
All right, and 43 is going to dive it on in. He's going to be making his pit stop. That's going to be Robert E. Morrison. We saw him dive in from the windshield of Sean Wilder, playoff driver. Oh yeah, he's really letting off throttle. You see, he does not want to really close that gap up. He's going to be back there riding probably about 3/4 to half throttle. Even though his RPMs are about 8,000 RPMs, he is probably still about half to 3/4 throttle. Well, 12 laps to go. Do you think we're going to see that big one here, Curtis? What do you think?
All depends how much fuel they have and how racy they're going to get. I mean, if they have enough fuel, I think we're going to see some good 3-wide racing here for the finish.
Absolutely. Well, we know Robert Duvendak is the last car in this pack here, but let's go check on these other packs. You got Ronnie Morrison. He's got the 25. He's going to be right there behind him. Mark Vega, he is going to be running in 11th. He is right there behind the 66, not making any, he's not racing for any position. The 66 is a few laps down. We'll put up the tower there. It looks like the 66 is going to be 1 lap down. He is about the 3rd car, 1 lap down. But at least that 8 has a little bit of help back there. J.R. Johnson, he has a little bit of help behind him. That's going to be John Bell. That can be for a position. That is 12th and 13th. Playoff driver Justin Parham, he is going to be in that number 19. He is going to be the 2nd car in this lead pack, but that is not for a position. He is waiting to get his lap back either the hard way or the red way. Well, 10 laps to go. We're still waiting to see if these guys are going to be able to make it on fuel. And they are coming up on the 43, which did pit. So they're going to have another draft car in the mix. Not going to be up to speed, so the 43 is going to go take it up to the high side and let this big group of cars go right on by. Now that's going to put that 43 2 laps down. Hate to see that. He did have a fast car at the start, and now he is going to go another lap down, so even if the caution were to come out, he's going to have a lot of work to do to get those laps back. Not a lot of movement from these top guys.
No, I see the 343, which is also a lap down. I see him drop out of line here, probably letting these guys race it out.
Yeah, with 8 laps to go, I'd love to be a part of their chats just to hear if they have enough fuel. I could turn their chats on just to hear what's going on, but actually, do you have your chat enabled?
Yeah, I do. I've actually been hearing them.
Oh, okay. So you haven't heard anything, any race chatter about how many laps they got, or
No, it's actually been pretty quiet.
at the times you want the chaos?
Yeah.
No more feet pics. Says, dang, Amanda, did you fart? What? Asshole Mike Taylor. Good to see you out there, Mike. Appreciate you stopping by. We are at 7 laps to go. I don't know, Curtis. I mean, he could have said, dang, Amanda, your voice got well, if you're looking
don't
for
know whether
Amanda,
to take that as a compliment or not.
well, if you're looking for Amanda, she is over on the Twitch channel, and she is broadcasting the Slow Old Guys Racing League. They are racing the street stocks tonight. Well, looks like the 1 is about to go. Let's see. That is going to be. Was that the 1? Who was that?
That was the 09 that just
okay.
went.
09 is going to be.
Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, big wreck.
All right, we're going to have to go find that. And that's going to be Jay Stenson, Alex Giffen, and looks like Sean Wilder. We're going to have to go back and take a look at that. All right, caution flag is out, and that is presented by the Pit Stall, proud sponsor of the National Online Motorsports Association. So let's go back full screen, and we'll go back and take a look and find out exactly what happened to that 13, that 09, and the 91. And let's go to a different camera angle, see if we can get a little bit better view of what exactly happened. And then we're going to have to stop that, and we're going to have to go back and look again as we were trying to find a camera angle. Let's go to spotter view. There we go. Now the 13 is going to look to the outside along with the 91, and it looks like they go together, and it looks like the 91 goes out further than the 13, and 13 don't think he knew he was there. What do you think, Curtis, from your point of view?
Yeah, it looks like they both kind of jumped out at the same time to try and make a move. And it kind of wrong place, wrong time incident to me.
Well, the good thing is that 91 and the 13 do have their fast repair left. So they'll get it back into the pits. I do believe their cars are pretty darn good to get it back around. They'll dive into the pits, get some fuel. Now, we were worried about fuel. We don't have to worry about that now. All of these cars are probably going to dive in, take a splash, and go. But that 13 and the 91, and that's what the 19 was looking for. He was looking for that caution. He will get the lucky dog. He will start at the tail end of the longest line. But pit road is going to be very busy right here.
Absolutely. With 4 to go, probably all gloves are off now, and almost every man for themselves.
Now, very interestingly, you got the 48, you got the now the 48, the 31, and the 32 did stay out. So are they thinking this thing is going to go green for the rest of the way, or do they have enough fuel? Actually, you know what? We do have a caution, so we're gonna go ahead and bring Matthew Fritz on up and see what he's thinking. Make sure he has enough fuel to make it to the end. Matthew, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're doing pretty darn good. That Manny Ray's 48 is out front leading this thing, but we were kind of wondering, how much fuel do you have? Do you have enough to make it to the checker flag, or if it is extended, do you have enough fuel to make it to the end?
Yes, we were good to go. We put a lap later than everybody else, and that's why everybody went in front of us. But yeah, we should be able to make it.
Awesome. Yeah, we saw that you had about 34. When you get to lap 77, that'll be about 34 laps. But glad to see that 48 is good to go. You got your teammate going to be starting on the outside of you. You got Todd Poston going to be starting right there behind you. What are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to coordinate your restart to make sure you get your team lined up?
We're just gonna race. We're gonna see what happens, and hopefully me or Joey gets a win. That's all we're here for.
Absolutely. Well, your second biggest mover of the race. We'll let you get back there down to your teammates, and good luck on this restart.
Thank you.
Oh, crap. Put him in the wrong channel. and,
I knew what happened without you even saying it.
And, Austin, he was talking about that the other night on Saturday. He was like, that is the hardest problem to, you pull these guys in and you forget to look where they came from. Even though you know all the channels, it's hard to figure out, what channel did I put them in? I put so many people in the wrong channel. I think I've done that to you a couple times, actually.
That you have.
All right, let's see. We got Redinger. How much time have we got? Where are they sitting? I don't see him in chats anyway.
Yeah,
Akers.
looks like the lights are off on the pace car.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. I'd like to get Kenneth Redinger up here in the booth, but it looks like they're entering in turn number 3, and we'll let them go ahead and race it out. We'll see if we have another caution, then we'll bring some more people up in the booth. Usually if we have cautions, we can interview those drivers that are leading the race, the biggest movers or whatever. But here tonight, it's been a lot of green flag racings here. I thought we were at Talladega. My bad. We're at Daytona. It's been a long day. Geico restart zone coming up, and it looks like that 48 is going to take the green flag. Right now, green flag is out, and once again, that is presented by Manny Ray's National Online Motorsports Association, and they are green flag racing, and Todd Poston, he is going to be right there pushing the heck out of that 48. There we have the 24. He is going to be right there on that bottom side also. He is the third car in line. Now look at the 99. He is pushing that 31 into the corners, and you got to be careful of pushing these cars into the corners. That rear end of the 31 will get snapped loose very quickly, but it looks like Joey Hickox is probably saying, all right, I can take it. Let's go. Let's get this lead. Here we come. We are on 2 to go. We're coming to the white flag. Is the white flag going to fly? Or is he anything type of big one?
Oh, and here we go, 3 wide.
And white flag is out. This is going to be for all the marbles, and white flag is presented by the Blue Ridge Auto Group, proud sponsor of NOMA. And we're going to go back full screen because this is going to be a race to the finish. And there they are side by side. You got the 31, you got the 48, you got the 32, you got the 24 all together. And here comes the 9 of Will Weber. They are going to be coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. And look at Joe Bell. I think he's going to be in a good position because all these cars are bunched up right here in the top 8. And John Bell, he is going to be right there watching any kind of chaos go down. And he might be able to steal some positions if they start wrecking out front. Now Matthew Fritz in at number 48. He is going to be down low. It looks like the 31 is going to be trying to block. He's going to take a 3 wide. Here comes Todd Poston. He is going to be right there on the outside. Not going to be able to get there to the 48. And they are going to be side by side. Now the 91 is going to be up on his side. Wow. What a finish that was. And everybody is scattering. So, holy cow. Oh my goodness. Somebody's up on it. Where is the 73 at? Somebody is going to be way upside down. 73 got a lot of damage right after that. It looks like the 25 may have been upside down. He's missing a hood. He's missing a front end. He's missing all the bells and whistles of that car. All right. Well, Curtis, man, that was a heck of a finish. What did you think?
Yeah, it was awesome. The 4 really tried to make it 3 wide there. You just didn't have any help, but that was some good pushing. They were pushing all the way through the turns, and you definitely have to have a good handling car to be able to do that.
Yeah, we're going to go back and watch that replay once again. Yeah, the 31 was out on the outside. He had Robert Duvendak. He was right there. Now, Robert Duvendak was the biggest mover in the race, so we might be able to talk to him. But the 32 came out, the 24 right there. So 2 playoff drivers finished on the podium. And there was the finish right there. So about 3/4 of a car separate first and second, and about a half a car from second and third. So what a great finish that was. We'll go back live and see if Matthew Fritz is burning it down. And yes, he is. He is definitely burning it down. Well, Manny Reyes is definitely going to be proud to see that number 48 in victory lane here tonight. But let's see. What's up?
That was a heck of a strategy call to stay out, and it definitely paid off for them.
Absolutely. Well, let's see if we can. Let's take a look at our finishing order. Let's go. That sounded weird, sorry. All right, finishing order is going to be as followed. If it'll pop up for me. Nope, it's not going to pop up. All right, so we got Matthew Fritz. He's going to be in the winning circle here tonight. You got Todd Poston. He is going to be finishing in second. Both drivers are up 12 positions from where they started. You got Kenneth Redinger. He is going to be finishing in third. You got Sean Wilder finishing. Robert Duvendak finishing in fourth. Sean Wilder finishing in fifth. You got Mark Vega. Did a really good job just hanging out in the back, and look where he finished. He finished in sixth. So great job by that playoff driver. Will Weber finishing in seventh. Eighth is going to be Joey Hickox. Chris Akers is going to be finishing in 9th. J.R. Johnson is going to be finishing in 10th. John Bell in 11th. You have yours pulled up. I'll let you take the rest. Okay, 12th is going to be Jay Stinson. 13th is going to be Justin Parham. 14th is going to be DJ Madish. Randy Bonomi is going to finish in 15th. Robert Morrison is going to finish in 16th. Russ Hancock going to finish in 17th. Alex Giffen, 18th. Frank Ranger Jr., 19th. And Ronnie Morrison in 20th. All right, so we will get that off screen. We will see if we can track down our finishers. Let's see. It looks like we got Matthew Fritz in the waiting room. Where is everybody else? We need Todd Poston. Todd Poston not in the chats. But we do have Redinger. There he is. Kenneth, this is Richard and Curtis up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, it looks like you had a pretty darn good finish right there at the end. You know, bringing that 24 up to third place after that pit stop. You had a lot of work ahead of you, but you were able to make it happen. Man, talk to us a little bit about your race. You were definitely there when it counted.
Yeah, it was just a steady race. Just that green flag pit stop where everything got strung out was the key for me getting kind of hanging out in the back, trying to avoid the mess. And then after that pit stop, try getting track position, and then that was pretty much the race right there. So
Well, you're in the round of 8. You know, there wasn't a lot of playoff drivers here tonight, but you did have a few that finished very well. But it looks like you're going to hold on to, if the points start over, looks like you're going to be sitting right there in that second spot in the round of 8.
yep, I think they do the reset after Talladega next week, so get a good position going into that race.
Absolutely. Well, another big super speedway is going to come next week. You got Talladega. You ran really good here at Daytona. What do you have next week for us at Talladega?
Talladega's a little different. Seems like everybody can run good there. They can. It's a lot of 3 wide, so just going to be trying to avoid the big wrecks.
Absolutely. Well, good job here tonight. With those podium finishes, man, you can have all the shout outs that you would like to give, my friend. You definitely earned them with that finish.
Yeah, just shout out to my teammate there, giving me some help there. He was having some troubles in that race, and he was doing everything he could to help me at the end. So
Absolutely. Well, you have a good night. Congratulations on that podium finish, and we'll talk. Hopefully, we'll talk to you next week.
all right, thank you. Good night.
Good night. All right, it looks like I lost my co-commentator, Curtis. I don't know where he went. But it looks like I still do not see Todd Poston in the chats. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Found him. He's supposed to be in the waiting room. But it's all right. I can drag him up. Todd, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How you doing today?
I am doing all right. Looks like you are doing well there in Chester, Virginia. Man, tell us. You ran very well, throughout the whole race. You finished here in second. Talk to us a little bit about your race. You pretty much made it 3 wide to get past the 31. But, man, that was a heck of a finish.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that was a fun race right there. We got a little split up there on that last yellow right there. Our team was in a pretty good position. We had kind of fallen back to go to the front, but it just kind of worked out. I think my teammate and the 13 got together there.
Well, it was definitely a fun race. Yeah, I'm looking at the replay right now. 99 gave the 31 a heck of a push, and then just sent him up the track as he tried to save it. And that split you all up, and you saw the door open, and you took it. And that allowed you to get up to second place. He didn't have the run to get up to first, but you're not in the playoffs, but, you kind of hurt some feelings here tonight. Oh, wait a minute. You are in the playoffs.
I am. No, yeah, definitely. I'm one of them, one of the 8 left.
They did not have a P next to your name. I just saw it on the visor on your race car. So, yes, that's going to help you out in the playoffs. You're going to be sitting right there in second because points did reset. So, what a great run here for that 32.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a great race. Got to give it to all the guys, too. I mean, that was a pretty much perfect race right up until the end right there.
Well, Talladega is next week, and that's a totally different ball game. You got 2.5 miles here. You got 2.6 miles there. And that Highline, will we be seeing a little bit more Highline driving out of your team going into Talladega?
Oh, yeah, I think next week, guys, with the cutoff line, there's going to be a lot more 3 wide. And I know a lot of guys tonight were kind of running single file because we didn't have the cautions like we've had where they could kind of stretch their fuel out a little bit. So they had to save on that fuel to make that final.
Absolutely. Well, what a great job here tonight. And you finish on the podium. So that means you can have all the shout-outs that you would like to give, my friend.
Oh, yeah, just got to shout out Chris Akers and my teammate Russell Hancock and the 91 right there. Hopefully next week we'll get the 91 and the 30 or the 4 car up there, and should make the top 4 hopefully.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations once again, and you are up 12 positions from where you started. So pretty big moves throughout the race and finishing second. So congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Not a problem. We'll talk at you soon, and we'll catch you later. All right, now it's time for the winner chicken dinner, and that is going to be the man who raised number 48, Matthew Fritz. Matthew, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're able to keep that 48 out front. It looks like strategy was definitely on your side as you brought home the win. Got yourself locked in going into the last round. So tell me how you're feeling.
I feel great. It's great to win. Thanks to all my teammates, and thanks for Todd pushing me very well at the end, because these races, going super speed racing, you can wreck a lot at the end. Leader usually doesn't make it back, so I'm just glad to make it back and get a W.
Yeah, that you definitely did. And it looks like the 32 just stalled out right as y'all were coming to the line. But, man, you put on a very good show. Great restart. So that pretty much set the pace for you. And just a little bit of a bump to your teammate there from the 99 pretty much got everybody losing momentum. So I think they had a little bit of a checkup, thinking that he was going to not save it. But it put your car in victory lane.
Yes, it was great. I was hoping Joey would get up there and he could shoot down in front of me. I was hoping he would get the win too. But it was a great race.
Absolutely. Well, Raymond out there saying congratulations to the 48. He was definitely rooting for you. He's always out here rooting for y'all. So I know he's going to give you a great big congratulations and also a good congratulations from us up here in the booth. Great racing here tonight, and a lot of green flag laps, strategy going on, and y'all definitely had the teamwork to put you up into victory lane. But, you know, one of those podium finishes, you can have all the shout-outs that you would like to give, and the floor is yours whenever you're ready.
I will thank my teammates first, Jay, Joey, Randy. They really helped me this race, especially Jay and Joey. They were pushing me and give me lap led, because that's pretty big with no stages. And thanks, Raymond, a lot. The league sponsor and the sponsor in my hood. I appreciate everything he does, and appreciate everything you do for broadcasting.
I really appreciate that. Well, Daytona is over, and you got Talladega next week. You know, what do you got in store for us at Talladega? Are you going to let somebody else win, or are you going to try to take home another win?
Try to push my teammates to the win, but yeah, I'll try. Of course, I'll try to win if I got a chance.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations once again, and well, let's get back down there to your team and celebrate a little bit more, and we will hopefully talk to you next week.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, Robert Duvenek was the biggest mover. We'll bring him up if he's still in the chats and let him talk a little bit because that was actually a really good race for him to finish in 16th, but he is not in the chats, so we'll try to catch him next time. But he was up 16 positions, so congratulations to him. Congratulations to our top three. Thank you, everybody that joined into the stream here on a Monday night. But we're going to call it a night. Hopefully you have a good rest of your work week, and we will catch you next time. So, take care, God bless, and see you later.